And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
The biggest football game of the year waits on Sunday. I'm Jesse Cook, and with us in Arizona is Cameron Ezair. He's going to help us count down to the Super Bowl, so welcome into sports. Cam, how are you doing?
Doing great, Jesse. What I've learned about Arizona is that it's getting back to my West Coast roots. It's nice and hot out, unlike Syracuse.
Yeah, Cam, I know you love that LA style of weather. But the two best defensive teams as far as sacks are lining up in the Chiefs and the Eagles. Now, KC has taken the quarterback down 55 times. Philly, you got to jump all the way up to 70, excuse me. So how do you see Patrick Mahomes evading that pressure?
Well, the biggest thing with Patrick Mahomes, what you got to learn, is that he can do it with his legs, he can do it with his arm. His ankle mobility might be of question when you have great edge rushers on Philadelphia. If I'm Mahomes, escape the pocket but stay comfortable, and that's what he's so good at. Hassan Reddick, Fletcher Cox, that's the two dynamic duo on that D-line. If I'm Patrick Mahomes, get out of the pocket, stay comfortable. If you can stay in the pocket, rely on your O-line. That's key.
Now, the Chiefs faced a tougher lineup of opponents with a streaking team in the Jaguars and a rematch with the Bengals in the AFC title game. The Eagles, on the other hand, had a dismal Giants team and the 49ers with a fourth-string quarterback back there. How are the Eagles preparing for their toughest challenge yet?
Well, what you have to realize is the Eagles started the year 13-1. So yes, then they lost 2 in a row, and they've played some really good teams. You mentioned in the playoffs it hasn't been as strong, but you play the Cowboys, and yes, the Cowboys aren't this heralded team that could ultimately win a Super Bowl in the next couple of years, but the Eagles know how to win. They know how to win the games that they have to win. So yes, they didn't play as tough of competition in the playoffs, but they still have one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL, the up-and-coming quarterback in Jalen Hurts. Great running game, great throwing game with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, and that defense is no joke. So the preparation, what we were told at Media Day, is pretty much the same. Play your game, know your role.
You know, Cam, little known fact, I said that Jalen Hurts would be one of the best quarterbacks out of that draft when it happened. So I'm feeling pretty proud of that. But you have been trying all these new foods, going to all these events. Do you have a favorite experience so far?
Jesse, we went to the media party a couple of days ago, and what I learned is that Arizona in the Super Bowl, no joke, had all sorts of food. Grilled shrimp, stuffed peppers, brisket short ribs, tacos. You guessed it, my cameraman behind me, Ryan Nelson, is smirking because he's still full from last night. It was a great time, really warm out, and more importantly, the food has been unbelievable.
Cam, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous, but thank you so much for joining us. Keep up the great work out there. And bringing things back here, Syracuse men's basketball has a battle in Tallahassee on the docket tonight. SU center Jesse Edwards has been on a tear lately. The senior notched a career-high 27 points against Boston College Saturday night. The last time that the Dutchman matched up against the Seminoles came in January of last year. FSU won 76-71. Edwards scored 15 points with every basket coming either in the paint or at the foul line. He averages more than 10 points in the painted area per game, but on Saturday, the Netherlands native hit his stride from mid-range with 7 made jumpers. The tilt kicks off at 7. And on the women's side, the toughest stretch of the season starts Thursday night. The Orange have 3 ranked opponents due up with number 14 North Carolina, number 10 Notre Dame, and number 19 Florida State. In the last 10 years, SU has faced 3 regular season stretches as difficult. So let's take a look back at 2016. Syracuse is led in every single game by Alexis Peterson and Brittany Sykes. Lost to number 7 Florida State, but here beating number 14 Miami and later number 19 Virginia Tech. Fast forward to 2019, there's Gabrielle Cooper hitting a 3. She was on the team in 2016. That beat Michigan State. They lost the next 2, and it looks like they're going to lose to number 8 Florida State as well. But less than a second, Emily Angsler, bang, off the glass. Syracuse beats the buzzer to win it. But then the Dark Ages hit last season. Syracuse placed 4 ranked opponents in a row and lost all 4, the 2 biggest L's coming to Notre Dame and Louisville. So the stretch returns this season as SU and UNC tip off Thursday night at 7 in the Dome. You can keep up with all of the coverage with CitrusTV Sports. In the pro game, though, the Knicks tightrope to a 102-98 road victory over the Magic last night. New York guard Jalen Brunson scored 10 points in the fourth quarter to lead the blue and orange to the W. And across the bridge, the Nets came just shy of a late-game comeback, falling to the Suns 116-112. Brooklyn trailed by as many as 10 in the final frame and brought it back to a 1-point deficit, but Phoenix pulled away in the finishing seconds. And in Los Angeles last night, LeBron lifted the crown from Kareem's head. LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's 4 NBA titles, 4 MVP awards, 3 Olympic gold medals, and the all-time scoring record. It doesn't hurt that the kid from Akron is also 4th in assists and 10th in steals. In action tonight, the Rangers take on the Canucks. Vancouver has lost 6 of its last 10 games. New York, on the other hand, is on the exact opposite track with 6 wins in their last 10. Additionally, it's the 10th time that the Rangers match up with a Canadian team this season. The Blue Shirts are 5-4 against programs from the Great North.